this world for children, for their protection. And as we all gather to do prayer, whether you're at home looking on, we're getting ready to invocate the goddess. Let's start with our Devi's prayer, Siddhi Kunjika Stotra from the Saptaha Shatipat. One verse in this prayer says, "Oh goddess, this secretive prayer, when chanted, when read, the person who listens to it, if they are at the mercy of Maranam, prayer from other people that is causing, inflicting murder. I want somebody to die. I want to enchant somebody. I want to break that. Goddess, please accept my prayer. I want to oppress somebody. I want to cause sickness and illness, paralysis, tambanam, that type of prayer, that type of evil. I want to come between two people. I want to fracture a company, a family, break people. Mother, by chanting this prayer, may you remedy my problems. I am here. It is a kavach. I am praying to you and I'm asking you for your divine intervention. Please hear my prayer. Shrunu Devi Pravakshami Kunjika Stotra Uttamam Yena Mantra Prabhena Chandi Japa He Bhavit Na Kavacham Nargala Stotra Kailikam na rahasyakam na suktam nyapi dhyanam na cho nyaso na cha varchanam kunjika pat matrena durga pat palam labet ati guyang tara devi devanyapi dullabham gopinayam pratyena swayam yor parvati maranam mohanam vyasanam stambao adikam pat matrena samsiddhya kunjika stotra uttamam. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamunde Vicha Om Glaum Hum Klim Jumsa Jwali Jwali Jwal Jwal Prajwal Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamunde Vicha Jwal Hum Sam Lam Sham Fat Swaha Namaste Ruddha Rupinyai Namaste Madhu Mardini Namakai Tababarinyai Namaste Mahisa Sadini Namaste Shubhantri Cha Nishumbha Surgatini Jagratam He Mahadevi Japam Siddhya Kurushtva Imkari Shushta Rupinyai Himkari Pratipalikaya Klimkara Kama Rupinyai Bija Rupai Namostute Chamunda Chanda Ganteti Yankari Varidayani Viche Chabhyadnimiyartam Namaste Mantra Rupini Dam Dim Dum Durgate Patinim Vam Vim Bhum Bhageshwari Kram Krim Krum Kalika Divyai Sam sim sum me shubham kuru om hum kara rupinyai jam banandini bram brim brum bhairavi bhadra bhavani te namo nama om cham kam tam pam yam sam vim dum em hum shrim dirjagram turotaya deepyam kuru swaha om pam pim pum parvati purna kam kim kum ke chari tatha om sam sim sum me sapta Shati Divyai Mantra Siddhya Kurushtva Idam tu Kunjika Stotra Mantra Jagrati Hitave Abhyaktanaiva Dattavyam Gopikam Raksha Parvati Yastu Kunjika Stotra Devi Hinamna Sapta Shatipat Na Tasya Jayate Siddhya Raranya Rodhanam Yataha Iti Shri Rudramali Gauri Tantra Shiva Parvati Sambhar Shri Kunjika Stotra Sampurna Pujitam Hitarate Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. On the first session of any yag, the puja sometimes have some extra steps. So outside our yajman, for those of you not here, they're busy TKing the different protection, the guards, the devatas that are shown by the planting of the janda, calling on mantra, dear God, please bless this place, protect this place, keep it safe. Different people are coming, different people have trouble, and we don't want anybody to get sick, anybody to fall. Whilst here, keep everybody on a positive mindset. Before we go further, whilst we wait for them to finish that aspect, put all your hands together. This prayer is where the first time, it's taken from the Brahmavaivat Puran, the first time Shashti Mata is created. If you have children, if you have grandchildren, this is a moment for you. Remember, in prayers, yes, you come to hear the satsang, to eat the prasad and all of the things that bless us. But part of that prayer, in order for it to work, dear God, I have a grandchild, I have a child, they have this and that problem. Dear God, they passed the exam recently. Today I've come to say thank you. The person who is saying this prayer is a person taken from a discourse where he has lost his child. His child is lifeless in his hands and he's bawling. And he's begging for help and he's asking the goddess to make what is impossible come possible. Make my child's eyes flutter. We are praying, dear God, protect them. For the person who is in that age, over 50, that person also does Shashti Puja, asking for their body as we become children. You know, they say the body, twice a child, once a man. As we become forgetful, as we forget to talk, as the tongue get heavy, the body get weak, we forget to walk, and all these troubles are coming. Shashti Mata, please protect your children as we pray together. For those of you at home, all of you looking on the different platforms, say your prayers as well. Hari Om Priyavrat Uvacha Namo Divyai Mahadivyai Siddhaya Shantaya Namo Nama Shubhaya Devasenaya Shashti Divyai Namo Nama Varadaya Putradaya Dhyandaya Namo Nama Sukhadaya Mukshadaya Shashti Divyai Namo Nama Shristaya Shashtaya Swarupaya Siddhaya Cha Namo Nama Mayayai Siddhaya Yoganyai Shashti Divyai Namo Nama. Even if my children are not in front of me, Saraswati, Shashti, Lakshmi, please show your grace. Sometimes you have a divorce scenario and the children are not there. It's a funny time for parents. Dear Lord, we send them to school and bullies are there. Please protect my children. Om Saraya Saridhaya Cha Paradivyaya Namo Nama Baladrishtaya Divyaya Cha Shashti Divyaya Namo Nama Kalyan Dhanaya Kalyanaya Paladhaya Karmasu Pratakshaya Swabhaktanam Shashti Divyaya Namo Nama Dhanam Dehi Priyam Dehi Putram Dehi Sudeshwari Dharam Dehi Yasho Dehi Shashti Divyai Namo Nama Shri Om Hring Shashti Divyai Nama. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Let's begin this morning with a little Ganapati chant. We have to start with Ganesh Baba. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
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 Shri Rama Sharanam Sharanam Shri Rama
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 Rama Sharanam Sharanam Shri Rama
Shri Rama Sharanam Sharanam Shri Rama
Shri Rama Sharanam Sharanam Shri Rama
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam
Ganesha Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai. This morning I have these children with me, everybody. Let's join with them now as we do a little chant. Let's start with Arunji.
Dimita dimita dim dimita dimita dim nache bolanat dimita dimita dim dimita dimita dim nache bolanat dimita dimita dim dimita dimita dim nache bolanat Dimita, dimita, dim, dimita, dimita, dim, nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana. Nache bolana, dimita dimita dim, dimita dimita dim, nache bolana, dimita dimita dim, dimita dimita dim, nache bolana. Dimita dimita dim dimita dimita dim nache bolana dimita dimita dim dimita dimita dim nache bolana nache bolana nache bolana nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana, nache bolana. Dimita dimita dim dimita dimita dim nache bolana 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 मृदंग बोले शिव 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 ओम
मृदंग बोले शिव 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 ओम
डमरू बोले हर 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 ओम
डमरू बोले हर 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 ओम
वीणा बोले साई राम
वीणा बोले साई राम
नाचे बोला ना
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 ओम दिमिता दिमिता दिम दिमिता दिमिता दिम नाचे बोला ना
दिमिता दिमिता दिम दिमिता दिमिता दिम नाचे बोला ना
दिमिता दिमिता दिम दिमिता दिमिता दिम नाचे बोला ना
दिमिता दिमिता दिम दिमिता दिमिता दिम नाचे बोला ना
नाचे बोला ना
नाचे बोला ना
Keshava, sing one.
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाल नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाल नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोवन दन गोपाला
गोपाल गोवर्धन गोपाला
हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला
हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला
हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला
हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला हे गिरिधर गोपाला
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत
चित चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
Gopal, Gopal,
Gopal, Gopal,
Gopal, Govardhana Gopala,
Gopal, Govardhana Gopala,
He Giridhara Gopala, Jai Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala,
He Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala,
He Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala,
He Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala, He Giridhara Gopala,
चित्त चोराय शोरा के बाल नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चित्त चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल,
चित्त चोराय शोरा के बाल नवनीत चोर गोपाल
चित्त चोरा यशोरा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल,
नवनीत चोर गोपाल
नवनीत चोर गोपाल.
हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Everybody, as we get set to do Arti now, as time is running, again let me apologize for being a little behind time with first session puja. Let's all stand as we begin with Arti. Put all your hands together as we are about to wave that divine light. Sajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham trailokya timidapaham. जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय
भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
ये अमर ग्रंथ, ये मुक्ति पंथ, ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
ये अमर ग्रंथ, ये मुक्ति पंथ, ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
हरि ज्ञान यही, वरदान यही,
हरि ज्ञान यही, वरदान यही।
जग की मंगल की आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत,
को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला। ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
है सुख करनी, है दुख हरनी। एवरीबॉडी,
है सुख करनी, है दुख हरनी।
ये मधुसूदन की आरती हो,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
ये मधुर बोल जग पंड कोल, सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
ये मधुर बोल जग पंथ कोल, सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
श्री राम यही, घनश्याम यही,
श्री राम यही, घनश्याम यही।
प्रभु की महिमा के आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है आरती।
गोविंद बोलो, हरि गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो।
Let me sing together, everybody, all of you at home.
बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो, हरि गोपाल 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 बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो, गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो, गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो, गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो, गोपाल bolo.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal
Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo.
Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal
Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo.
Om. Simple mantra. Gajananam. Together, let's go, everybody. Kapeta Jumbo Uma Sutam Sho
Avinashakarakam
Namami Viganeshwara
Paravam Gaja.
Ganapati Baba, we begin our yagya with you. You are Vigneshwar. You are the remover of obstacles and problems. And as somebody tell me this morning, when you're doing prayers, that is when the trouble is come. Trouble need help. People is had trouble. God is give them jobs. God is make them mother and father. And tests and stress is come for them. Ganesh Baba, we rest with head, we rest with life, we rest with pocket to you. And we ask you this morning to protect we. We journeying into prayer. And at the beginning, we ask you for that protection and that safe passage through and through our yagya. There are people watching us this morning. Let them fight that laziness and that lethargy and give them the power and the karma to listen to your text and to learn your dharma, God. If you allow, we'll do it. And if you don't permit, not even the weather, not the car, not we hands will be able to do anything. Our feet will not work. Our focus will not come. Ganesh Baba, help we with the enemies outside we body and the enemies inside we body. Ganesh Baba, help me from me. I am a monster, God, looking nice in kurta. Help me to be a better devotee this morning. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. Come on, everybody. Sharanye
Trayambike Gauri
Narayani.
Namosute.
Mother, please bless me with the ability to pray in the heart and mind of this child of yours. I'm full with stress and pain and sickness and doubt. Inside of my heart, I am deficient of devotion. Mother, I am supposed to be better off. I am supposed to be happier for those people that have filled their life with strain. Karma brings these tests, these monsters. And bhakti is the thing that gives you the ability to win. But God, if I don't know what I do, what I believe in, if I don't have the knowledge, how I go believe in you? Durga Mata, give me the energy to have the knowledge, Ma, that when I'm in trouble, to call on you and to hold on to you. Ma, I'm asking for your help this morning. Help me be a better person. Help me be a better devotee. Help me be a better child. I'm listening and I'm learning, but I have to learn. Please, with your permission at the very onset, help me to better myself. Om Guru Brahma. Together, everybody. Guru Vishnu. Guru Devo Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat
Param Brahma.
Tasmai Shri
Gurudeva Brahma.
Om Everybody.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
In Garud Puran, it says when you chant the 12-syllable mantra, O Garud, a lifetimes of sin, for everything this mouth do, for everything this mind do, for everything these hands do. God, I am a hypocrite. I am a thief. I am a sinner. And when I chant that 12-syllable mantra, the name and the power of Krishna could burn it to ashes. I offer my head and my heart to you, O Krishna. I don't know all those fancy mantras, but I believe in you. Change my life, change my ways, God, help me. One more time. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Devotees, please have your seat. Settle yourself, put your phone on silent, get ready for prayer. We don't have time. This yagya is starting, but we're running out of time already. Sitaram to everybody who with me. Let me say that at the beginning, my pundit is a young pundit. My singers are young. My musicians are young. My cook this morning, everybody, I had a 5-year-old blessed child from Hadbagan cooking Sada roti for all you. If it have a mistake in the mantra, if it have a mistake in the music, in the singing, in the roti, everybody is my mistake. I, Keshava, own it. I take it. I who put them there. Leave them. Forget them. Don't study that. Let me study this morning how sinful people this operate. We enter into the history of Daksha. Let me start one time. Session 1. The history of Daksha dealing with the creation. Why bad thing this happened to good people? For everybody who sit on here, for everybody who watching me, if we are careful, we'll get tired. Narad Muni is the right hand of God. That get a rubby foot, forget me and you. But when you watch it, oh God, sometime in my life, so much of stress and heaviness. Every day trouble coming for me. Many people will reach to this Yagyashala and say, Pandit, because of the crime boy. Pandit, I wish I could put on a fancy kurta, but the money boy. My family boy. God, I pray, I beg for children. But when the children come, oh God, I had to pray different. It seems as if God bless me, but in that same blessing, this thing called life, it has stress and turbulence. And if you're careful, the same prayers you're saying, you're going to say, God, you is God. Look at yourself, you know. If you don't internalize this Bhagwat, it will never work for you. If this come just to hear drum, eat parasad, and suck down some food like a machine, if this is all yagya is for you, you're wrong. Bhagwat is when the grandson, just to remind you what we're doing every year, me have to go through all this again. The person listening to Bhagwat was a wonderful, blessed man. You know, we talk about Kyas and the family and the legacy you come from. Sitaram, welcome. Krishna, best friend is Arjun. Arjun, grandson, is the person listening to this thing. Remember what I'm saying? The grandson is a blessed guy named Raja Parikshit. Parikshit is a wonderful person, you know. When Krishna dies and Kali Yuga, the bad time is coming like a plague. He is so capable, he could beat Kali Yuga and say, go from here. When I was small and we want to play card like little children, and I want to play Gotapak, I don't know where I grew up playing Romy. My mother and my grandmother used to ring my ears, don't play no card in my house. Why? Raja Parikshit tell Kali Yuga, I'm going to make a deal with you. You can't take people, don't shorten people lifespan, for example. Go and live where people is gamble. So card playing is a place of darkness. So you will hear in our culture, please don't gamble here. Don't do that here because of that. Where Kali Yuga live, let me can't live. Me and what I'm trouble. Don't ask me where did this play wapi and card play for when the people dead. Don't say nothing. Leave them. Leave them. Our Dharma teach different. Raja Parikshit, however, so great and so capable, one day put on a crown. And that crown had one of the place Kali Yuga is live, gold. This caused trouble because Kali Yuga was told, go and live there. So the same person that is gifted family-wise, darshan-wise, blessedness, intelligence, acted wrongly. He makes a mistake and he went and insult. Long story short, he insults the guru and he gets a shrap. How you do is so you get. You will die in 7 days. So for 7 days, he did what we are doing. We're going to compact as much Christian Katha, Shravanam, listen to the prayer. There are plenty people watching we live and more to come. Listen to the prayer and you'll get the blessing as if you did the prayer. What is the game? What is the goal? Listen to things that will take away your karma. Guruji says to Parikshit, you are going to die and you have to get that karma off your back. Listen to these things and it will help you. So we till today, 3 times for the day, Saptaha, 7 Bhagwat, listening to the book that has Bhagwan. Why you see everybody resting their head on it? I'm summarizing again. Bhagwat mean Bhagwan in page form, pushtak form. Tote the book on your head like what we'll do in our last session. When you told Prabhu, what is Bhagwan? Bhagwan is that form that is full of bhaga. Imagine I just say, if we light the incense, the smoke, Geshas, Lakshmi. Bhaga is when I touch something, the darshan of Lakshmi must pervade my body and wash this sinner heart, mind and body clean. I am stink. Own it. I am not good. I am a sinner and I come to get good. I come to get clean by what I go listen, what I go hear, what I go discuss, and what I go eat. Yes, the parasad is part of it. Yes, the food is it. But you see, where you see and where you hear, that is part of it too. This is Bhagwat. This is what it is. He says in Kali Yuga, when you listen to Bhagwat, it will wash you clean of the pain and the trouble. Everything else, diabetes is not cured by metformin. You're treating symptoms, but you're fixing it. But when the person have diabetes, for example, and they do Varun Gayatri, like the Jala Bimbaya mantra, that same sugar that's out of control is come under control. The problem with what I just say is if you believe that prayers could work or not. Some people go say, boy, I say in prayers my whole life, and I never see my trouble, as using sugar as an example, tipper down. Then apply that to pass much to Saraswati prayers. You want to see betterment in your finance? Do Lakshmi prayers. You want to help yourself grow and understand things? Do your Guru Puja. And you believe in none. We're going to have a problem. Because I do in prayers, put yellow powder, put red powder like a machine. Eat parasad, get fat like Baba. You eating bad. But me seeing blessing in my life. If you cannot see the trouble, how are you going to fix it? If you're perfect, if you're good, if you're beyond correction, Pandit included. How do we get better? See the problem first. Identify when they're doing the Sankalp, dear God, in this star, at this time, on this day, we are doing Bhagwat because of all the troubles I have. If you start to get very focused, you don't have time to study the man next to you, Think was saying, plenty people is come prayers and said, yes, she wearing red. Yes, who come in the prayers? If you're doing that right now, you're wrong. Focus. Let me join together. Put your hands together. And I need you to start to talk to your Lord. Dear Lord, I'm about to learn something. Sumiran is calling on your God, your Ganesh, and different forms to help me understand. Madhu Baba, we are asking your boy for your blessing, your choices, blessing. Please be with me. Except we are too good. We's not good. If we were good, we'd have be with you. But this morning we heirs in sacrifice. Prabhu, I will find a little flowers if I can. Otherwise, I'm putting my hands together. And as we get ready, please accept me. Redhi Siddhi Data Siddhi Sadana Varana Padana मदन कदन के लाल को गणपति कृपा निधान ज्ञान खानी आनंद भवन देहु मोहि वरदान वरनो भाषा भागवत जय शिवानंद कांड भूतनाथ भव भय हरना भक्ति विषय निर्वाण गौरवदन मंगल करना हे ब्रज चंद्र मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरना ततहु भव भय पंड चरण शरण ले अनाकरा जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश महिमामित भेव वेद भेद जानत रहे रिद्धि सिद्धि दाता सेधि सदन वारन वदना मदन कदन के लाल को सुमिरो बारंबार मदन कदन के लाल को Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. We enter into our first discourse taken from Canto or Skanda 6, chapter 4 of Bhagavad. Here Parikshit has been listening to some discourses already. But in the very onset of this part, the first question he asks, he says, Guruji, could you please tell me how this whole thing, this is a big question because many Hindus don't know what is creation. We are very familiar with other religions. How were the planets made? How were the stars made? How were people made? How were birds made? What is the explanation? Let me explain one point and you will see how people use our knowledge and take it over. And we start to think it's theirs. If somebody asks you, why do you put your hands together? We did this in temple already. The Hindu, let's say the person at home looking on, don't have flowers and sugar and parasad like me and you. So they offer their 5 hearing, sight, taste. This hand, the left hand. The right hand is the organs that pump and work and breathe and so on. God, I have nothing else in this life but my abilities. When a person ill speaks, Gard Puran, Prit Manjali, when a person likes gossip, in their next life, they will not be born with the ability to speak. Based on good karma, God let your pundit talk. Dear God, I'm offering in the middle finger of my right hand, I offer the energy of this speech. I offer on the index finger of my right hand the ability to hear, pump the blood, breathe, absorb. This is what I offer to you, God. The gifts that you give me, I am offering it back to you. And I put it with this area here for everybody on the chest bone. That is why we put it in this posture. Similarly, when we were talking, the Maggie one for children to understand, Lakshmi Mata, this is why we just eat with we hand. This is when you go wedding and you see the people chumain, Lakshmi Mata take away the bad. Other people saw this gesture and they take it over. But go in a different religion, Christianity, and ask them, why are they doing this? They're saying prayers. But what does this finger gesture, hand gesture, have to do with prayer? No answer. But the Hindu, when you are receiving your Panchamrit, watch Lord Shiva hand Chin mudra, we'll talk about different mudra, hand gestures that are pressing the nerves, the endings, activating different part of your body. We believe in hand gestures for a reason. Abhya mudra, it means that the Devta or the parent, Daksha, the unseen energy, God bless you, you go pass the exam, it flow from the person. This is why we do this. But if I don't know what this means, you wouldn't use it at the right time. A good example, when I ask you how to receive your Charanamrit, your Panchamrit, you will say, Baba, right hand over left hand. Right hand over left hand, agreed. Better bend your index finger, press the nail with your tongue, and allow the milk to catch it here in the middle. It activates the nerve in the stomach bag, allowing the milk to absorb into your body. This is how Hindu pray, with that defined definition. But if we don't get to the point of understanding these things, we wouldn't understand. We wouldn't know, and it will shoot straight over your head. This morning in this discourse, the reason why I'm using this as a little analogy for children, all these big people, all they know what I'm talking about. If somebody asks earlier why they say Om, what does Om represent? What are you offering? Om Namah Shivaya, Om, Om. Everything is Om. Why we say Om? What does it signify? And what are you offering? This is the purpose of this discourse. The part of what we are going to discuss this morning. Time really short upon we. Hopefully we'll get through. Let me hear what Guruji is answering Raja Parikshit, Sukdev Goswami. He says, please listen to how the creation got kicked off. Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Iti sang prashna karanyacha Raje bhariya ye pratinadhya Yogi jagatha munishatam Munisha satatam ye yati Jaya Bhole Baba tab charana
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Yadaya Pratita Putra Dasha Prachit Ananda Samudra Marishayetam Dhruyatam Manasiyati Tapudinayani Yato Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
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 Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Very commonly we hear that Brahma, after getting the inspiration, meaning in different discourses, when Brahma is alone and he realizes, he becomes able to see Mahavishnu. So Brahma is sitting on that lotus flower. He finds slowly and surely the stem is connected to the navel of Lord Vishnu. After that, from the water around, in one of the times creation happens, because it happens again and again, ongoing as time is passing. From the water that is around Brahma came 10 individuals literally being born from his thoughts, manifested now from the water, the Pratchetas, these 10 people, male, human looking like features, but very big. From their mouth, different forms of flames, nostrils. Sometimes you see this in different pictures. And what they did, they got very angry. Because at that time, upon the surface of the earth, it was as if it was overgrown, completely covered. As the water retreated with trees, different type of forestry. And they became very angry as that type of fauna ruled the earth. From their body, they started to burn these trees. The moon looking at this, as time is passing, the amount of destruction, how much trees, plants, cereal, fruits, all these different things are suffering. Immobile life, mobile life is suffering based on this. They were addressed that, dear devatas, you come from Brahma, the father, the grandfather, the great-grandfather of this universe. Why are you acting in this way? Why don't you become a friend? Just as for the lady, the husband is her friend. The king, the householder, his friend is the politician who protects and provides. The teacher is the friend of the student, the person who could help better your circumstance. You are the protector of these beings. Why not be friendly to them? Feed them and help them and allow them to be better. In this way, become now from this scourge, Sitaram. Instead of being a scourge, be a friend of creation and live up to the expectations. So much helpless life has been destroyed by your fire. Now do something to help propagate life. From that moment, Brahma, it have this name called Marisa. In Hinduism, we call her Marisha. Marisha is created. A little girl is gifted to them. They married this girl. And these 10 forms are asked to bring forward children. One of the son of that Pratchetas is Daksha, who would later on, many years after, become the father-in-law of Lord Shiva, with Sati Mata being the wife of Shiva. Brahma looks to Daksha and says, please take up the work now that all this destruction has been done. You take up the work and make different forms of life, make different forms with legs, with breathing apparatus, the ability to feel cold and hot in different ways. This is now your job. And you have to make this propagation from the very beginning. You will become my hands that will create all the different things that will be in your mind. Bring it into reality. The problem is for Daksha, at the very beginning, if I never see a tree, to put it light, how will a tree look? If I never see a lizard, when you think about the fish, how will they breathe? If a snake body is not like me and you, we in the cold air condition, if the place get cold, our body make to maintain temperature. But if you take a snake and you put it in the fridge, the snake will slowly stop as if it is sleeping. The body is made different. If you don't know that, if nobody never teach you that, how do you make that? This is the predicament of this man. So what he does, he turned from Brahma and he turned to Mahavishnu. This prayer that is chanted here, something called the Hansa Guha Stotra. It has a particular blessing, benefit, that when a person is faced with a predicament, a trouble, difficult, and you don't know how, top to bottom, how to solve your problem. And what's the problem? To be quite clear, in the first verse, he says, I call upon you, God, who acts like a light. When Maya, when the same creation of God, remember in Hinduism, we don't have a devil. There's no devil. You might hear me say, oh, God, accident, the devil is a busy man. But in Hinduism, good and bad come from God, based on my karma, Based on my karma, he will give me to suit. He says, when you created Maya, and Maya engulfs a person, that person may not see the mistake they're making. The child doing maths, and they're checking wrong, and they will continue to check wrong until somebody says, babe, you're doing it wrong, do it this way. Add that now to the cook, to the drummer, to the singer, to the pundit, to the now, name it. You may not realize you are doing wrong. And God sends people like lights, guiding lights in your life. If only I had sense to listen to that too. Because not everybody have the blessing for ears to listen to advice. Some people ears, this late come in here and come out. Same speed. Know yourself this morning. Let me say a little prayer. Put your hand together as we do this Hansa Guha Stotra, taken from chapter 4 of Skanda 6. Daksha, the great son of Brahma. Narad Muni's big brother. This is the biggest brother, the first one. He is praying. And he's calling on Mahavishnu. I've been tasked with this job, and I don't know how to do it. Namo Paraya Avita Hanubhut Gunatra Bhasha Nimiya Bhavit Mana Dehya Vyave Bhavit Navyasya Sakham Purushtait Sukham Sakhim Sakya Vasanta Vasate Pure Stitam Guneyat Gunapati Bhyakta Drishtamam Dvijate Mahashaya Namaskaroti Karoti Tam Bhyakshamanavo Bhutu Matra Napyatam Cha Vidya Param Yataha Sarva Yagyam Gunanidhanam Naveda Sarvam Jnaninam. With a purified intellect, close your eye, pray. You came to pray. Pray. With a purified intellect, with good eyesight, a person would see God where to put the right foot and the left foot. But if their eyesight, if their mental ability is blinded by false pride, by bad behavior, all the powers, all the senses that you give me, they become the enemies of myself. I will only enjoy certain things to hear. I will only appreciate when I see rude things, lewd things, bad things, harmful things, unreligious things, but things that are senseless, dumb things. I will enjoy that, but good things I will not appreciate it. Dear God, my sense organs, my tongue will only be dragged to tamasic things rather than sattvic things. This back, my legs, my body, the strengths and the abilities you gave me to walk, to run, I will not take those things and do positive. I will only have strength in unclean, unrighteous activity. I will never see the sense in doing yagya or sacrificial acts where the wood is being burnt, when the mantras are being chanted, so that from the churning of that fire may my karma, my weakness be burnt. Yadha ye rukta vachaso niropita Dhyaksha briha bharya manase vaso yatama brutam. If I become the maker of my destiny, God, if I'm in darkness, I could only make poor destiny. I could only make bad time. I will propagate badness and bad times, weakness and dark days. I make my trouble. I become the enemy in my own body, in my own life. I am never able to see the wrong I am doing, the wrong I am saying, the wrong I am engaging in. Oh Vishnu Baba, today I Daksha, today I Keshava, today I Priya, today I lost soul, you make me. But God, look how I make myself. You give me all the gift. You give me all the strength. You give me all the power. And God, the same thing you give me damaging me now. You who is the omnipresent person. Listen to that word. You don't understand that word. I didn't understand it prior to reading this. You who is the cosmic present witness in everything. In my dark moments, in my sleeping moments, in my weak moments, in my fasting moments, in my non-fasting moments, when I am possessive, when I am not possessive, when I want it, when I want the roti, when I want the gold, when I want the land, and I want it. And then the same thing we just want and crave and be cravenous for. The same thing sometimes we want it again. When I dead in to get the curtain and I want the step, the high step in the house, the day the foot start to give me pain, the same step, oh God, I will cost that step. When I have to wash the curtain, I'll cost that curtain. The same thing, the person is just give it up. I don't want it anymore. One day I want the wife, the next day I fed up ashamed. One day the child is want the toy, the next day, me I want that toy. I want a new toy. Name it. We are here in this moment for a moment, God. And I don't know even what I want. I don't even know what I need. I don't know what good for me. I don't know what ain't good for me. God, look at how stupid I am. That because of my past deeds, oh Vishnu Baba, because of what was there before me, today I am made in such a way that I am able to see. But truthfully, God, I don't know if I see incorrect. I don't know if my eyesight devoid. I don't know if it's deficient, but somehow I'm not seeing correct. I am not saying the prayers correct. I am not fixing my life correctly. Mahavishnu, help me to get the image in my head. This is what he's praying for. Give me the image so that I can see how to make the road I have to walk. God, want me to walk this road. God put me here with strengths and abilities to do certain things, but I don't know head to tail how to start. I don't know how to traverse this road, how to do it, how to be a husband, how to be a father, how to be a teacher, how to give up the liquor, how to stop lying. God, how to do it? Because sometimes when I lie to myself. I just lie to myself a lot, and I need to stop it. But God, the hypocrite I am, sometimes I'm the last person to see a wrong, where I wrong, are so full of false pride. God, I think I is the son of Brahma. I think I have this accolade and that accolade, and I'm perfect. But God, this is where the devil lives. In my mind, in my laziness, in my lethargy, in my opinion that I am too good, I have too much, I have enough. I am not going to bend my big old head in worship for you. Prabhu, when I sang Bello, I hear the rule is bend your head out of respect, and I wouldn't do it. I don't respect you, God. Dear God, I am lost. I have eyes back here, see. I have ears back here. I have a brain back here. I learned Daksha saying, God, you make me from the great lineage of Brahma, but I am unable, I am inefficient, I am not capable of manipulating the energy and the Shakti to get what I need to get to do the work I have to do. Please hear my prayer and see my predicament. And when he was doing it, Iti stuti sangstuti brat tasme Vishnu ye agam shasan avimukha kurusheshta garudvaja natha. Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. When that devotee called Daksha emptied himself, full in his heart with honesty, not hiding behind false pride, not standing up in the strength of your lineage, your genetics, your good looks, your gifts. The things that God gave you, we use it to boast to God. You see how nice I could sing? You see how smart I is? You see how much prayers I just do? I have a PhD, you know. I'm too good looking. You boast to the man who make you. Go and boast to your mother. Same thing. Ma, you see how handsome I get? Yeah, boy. Look, my stupid, ugly, dotish son. Think about how a mother would react. Much more for God. You have these strengths today. Tomorrow you're going to have it? You sure you're going to have it tomorrow? These things that we have, one bout with cataract, gone. One bad hit on your ears, gone. One stroke, gone. Foot, the here today, gone tomorrow. The ability to walk is not permanent. What do you have? You could go to the toilet. You feel you're going to have that for long. What you really have? Daksha says, I have a few things, but in this life, I don't have much. I don't know if I have the blocks to build that wall. I don't know if you want me to create, you want me to be the how you call them? The builder, the contractor, build the wall. But I don't know if I have enough red sand. I don't know if I have enough cement. Me and you who have the false pride, I have everything, Pandit. I don't need to check nothing. I know it and I have it. Maha Vishnu appears to him in that moment on top of the back of Garud, where Garud comes with this beautiful form. Mahavishnu has the shank, the sword, the shield. Everything is open. The wings of Garud are broadened. And the Vanmala garland around his neck. Daksha, why is he seeing all of this? In the eyes of the lost, the day your salvation come, your answer to your prayer, you would pay attention to it too. The day you're sick and you go, and somebody he say, here, look your solution. The day the person in the court fighting a battle, and that judge say, don't worry, you win. From today you're safe. When somebody come and say, don't worry, I will take care of you. You pay attention to that voice. You show gratitude to that person. Daksha saw the print of Bhrigu's foot on the chest of Lord Vishnu. Like a keloid, like a stamp, like a mark, like a birthmark. He paid attention to the form. If it was me and you, maybe we'd have watched the gold on the man's hand. You know, your pundit are good. This universal form, however, for Daksha, couldn't take it too much. He had to close his eyes. And he dropped his body like a stick in front, like a line in front of Mahavishnu. Tears started to come. What was the first thing he did? Tears started to come from his eyes. And he says, Mahavishnu, by your presence, by your appearing here, you're showing me how to make. Look, I'm making water. Lord Vishnu turns to him. Let's hear what he says to him. Shiva Om Shakti Om Hari Om Narayanaya Krishnaya Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah Pratato ham teja prajanata Yata sadave hanyatapah Mama me samakamaye bhutam Yadha suvarna bhushitam Narayanaya Krishnaya. Come on everybody, let's sing together. For those of you online, help me sing this morning. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. He says, oh Daksha, the darkness that you find yourself in, Today I'm pleased with your prayer. That Hansa prayer that you say, that you just said, whenever a person is lost, till today we use that prayer in different moments, different puja. And when the person is in a predicament, when the doctor tells the person, listen, you have that patient in the bed, make preparation, death is coming. But the family knows that young head shouldn't die. I'm riddled with court matters. I'm in a difficult divorce. There is prayer for people who are standing and they stand up alone in this life and they cannot see a way forward. He says, from your body, not from anybody else's body, but from your body, the light, the initiation, the inspiration to create what is not present, the solution for your problem. It will manifest in your mind. This is my blessings to you. That Lakshmi, that goddess, that energy, that Bhaga will come. And I bless you today, O Vishnu, O Daksha, by the touch of Vishnu. You will get that inspiration. You will get that power. You have it latent. It's sleeping like a good snake. When the place is cold and cool, remember what we just talked about? The snake cannot wiggle and go. That is why you won't see snakes in cold countries. But in tropical countries, the snake has the heat, the power to move. But the snake is inside your belly, inside your heart. When people talk about Kundalini, the snake is sleeping by the hip. It doesn't want to get up. You don't want to wake it up. Leave him, let him slumber. But when the person starts to shake and the prayers, what is the energy? When you say Shakti in science, then children, they learn the atoms start to shake like this vibration. And that energy starts to rock that person. And that snake's now without the heat starts to wake up from the spine and go up. And it starts to move. In that installation of that energy, that Shakti is moving that Kundalini up the person. And what is impossible, it will become possible, because now you could tell the atoms, come together and form hydrogen and oxygen, come together, make air, come together, make water, come together, make ice. The creative process is possible in that way. You will be able to do it. You could make, you could manifest. You never pray and see something you pray for come. You never make the impossible manage and happen in your life. Dear God, that child cannot pass maths. That child cannot talk. Help my baby to talk. Help my child to pass that subject. And it happened. Were you just pray for? To play. God, I hope you're hearing me today. I don't know why I'm praying for. My mother tell me sit down by this baby and say something. I don't know. I'm fooling myself and I'm fooling the pundit and I'm fooling you too, God. Because I don't believe it is possible to change my existence by the power of my prayer. He says, Daksha, Prajapati, son of the portrait. You ever hear somebody call you by your father name? In my case, Boyin, Mr. Gosine. Reminiscent of the person you come from. Vishnu says you come from those people that born from Brahma. You have it. It's just sleeping inside of you. Wake it up. My support is with you. Tapo me hridaya Brahma stuti par kriya he kritaye ati jatta dharma atma sevaye sura aham vedyameva grihanti o narayanaya krishnaya paramatmaya namo namah narayanaya krishnaya paramatmaya namo namah paramatmaya namo namah. Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. He says, you want me to teach you something? If today, at this juncture in our satsang, I mean, there are Babas who could sing better than me. But if I only go and sing, that would sound nice, but you are learning nothing. This is the problem. A lot of effort went into fasting, Baba comporting, like he bed wet, he reach here 4:30 in the morning. to do your prayers, and everybody pulled together. Somebody cut that fig tree. I didn't do it. Somebody cut that bamboo. A man who cannot be here, Uncle Prema. Anytime I'm doing prayers, that is the hand with his go and cut them bamboo. But make sure you have it to offer. Me I go reach. In different ways, people pool the resources to do it, and then I, the stupid pundit, I go teach you nothing. Watch how much jag you do, eh? Watch how much prayers you do, and let me ask you this. This is between me and you now. Don't answer me. What is Om? Simple, easy. What is Om? Om is the song when the first creation, when the first separation of the atom like this. If I rip something, you might hear a page tear. You might hear pop. You might hear a sound. That sound, that is the source of Om. So, okay, I hear they say Om in all the mantra. This is how Kaliyo does interfere with we. I say it, but we know what we say. He says, Daksha, in order to understand this creation you want to talk about, which is to grow the atomic energy, bring it apart and from, remember what creation is. I shared something in one of the group this morning. I put it in English. Me using fancy words. Work with me. In the Christian language, there was nothing. There was no light. There was darkness. And then God said, let there be light. The idea is the same. From nothing, it did not have a tree, it did not have a dog. I explained it in a way children understand. There's no human, there's no planet, there's nothing. Nothing means it have nothing. No atom, no molecule, no gas. We are not seeing the oxygen in this room, but it exists. That is something. But there's nothing now. Nothing. When you separate in creation, the first atom, I don't know where the atom come from. But from nothing comes something. That is creation. That is the power of God manifesting now from nothing. Even the nothingness is God. That is the true form of God. Becoming something like the tree, like the dog, like you, like me, like the tall fella, the short fella, the fat fella, the thin fella, etc. It started to create. It started to separate. He says, in order for you to understand the process from nothing to something, what we are calling creation, explaining the source of Om, you have to understand what is consciousness and how I work with you. And this will explain why we say Om. In order to do it, he chants in these verses in Bhagavad and he says it in the Upanishad. There is something called the shortest Upanishad we have. The Manduk Upanishad. Short, 12 verses. Reminiscent to the lesson that Lord Vishnu is teaching Daksha Prajapati here. He says there are 4 states of consciousness. Something hard just now, I'm going to explain it for you. And he says, in these 4 states, I am omnipresent. You do not realize I am there, but I am there. Focus here, hear me, work with me. In the first state, the person refers to Vishwa. This is your waking state. In this write-up, I wrote it just from my memory, taken from the verses. Imagine I'm talking to a 12-year-old now. This is your normal state, everyday life. When you open your eye, what you see, and you interact with the physical world. Trees, birds, dog barking. For the child, imagine you're playing football. Today's World Cup, I believe. Football with your friends. Your skin is feeling the sun. You're hearing the whistle from the referee. And when you kick the ball, depending on your ability, one like me, go want to break it too. You could feel good, you could feel bad, you could feel pain. Outward focus, Vishwa. One of the reasons why it is called Vishwa Dev. Something else, but I'll explain it. Tejas is the dreaming state. This is when the person falls asleep. The body is at rest. Certain things happen in terms of our ability to heal the body, nerve, muscle. Believe me, if we don't have this state, everybody unhappy, everybody painful. For any person that has nerve problem, neuropathy, They have arthritis. Think about you wake, you work, you go to sleep, and you get up more tired than when you went to sleep. In Hanuman Chalisa, you will hear something that is interfering with this. Bhuta preta nikatine Yahweh. When unrested things come to touch the person on the bed, what is called the blue-black marks, in a sexual way, it is touching the person. And they get up the next morning and feel, oh God. It is interfering with this tejas. This is why the mantras that we chant, dear God, bless the person that the body could rest. For example, for the child again, imagine you are a dreaming child and you're flying a rocket ship to Mars, even though you are in your bed. You will get up and you will remember, I walk on Mars, I fly in the sky, I floated in the ocean. It will feel real. It will feel as if this tejas state is I am acting in a movie. It is not real. I know it is real, but it feels real. And I see myself, I see myself walking up and down tejas, the dream state, not the deepest form. The dreamless sleep, something called prajna, this is the next state. This is a different level. This is when the mind now becomes quiet. There are no thoughts. There is no image. This deeper state allows the person to focus on other things. Let me just say for today, other things. Deeper sleep that allows the person to focus on different things. A different depth of focus comes to different people depending on their age. In this case, a 5-year-old and a 50-year-old would pray different. Imagine sleeping so deep. This is the example now. The person was confused. You sometimes see it with children. I didn't realize, am I awake? Was I dreaming? Was that real? Is it not real? Imagine the person get frightened. And they wake up frightened. I was fighting the battle in the sleep, and I start to cuff the wall. Last night, Priya is telling these children who sleep here about one incident I have. In my life, if I go in a place where it have a dead and I read, when I come home, I fight in the dead and I fight in war and all kind of thing in my sleep. Priya will put a Gita book under my head. And I'm not joking, black till around the bed, because if you are careful at Keshava, you're going to end up in trouble. One night I went to read where it had a person commit suicide, unfortunately. And when I come home, I swear, on the bed, in my blanket, there's a big snake. Now, I'm afraid snake too bad. In my mind, I am getting up to save Priya, take up blanket, wrap snake, and going to throw it outside. In reality, I get off the bed, take up the blanket, unlock the door, walk outside, head into the road to throw my comforter in the front drain. So that is not the gentle sleep, but that is really that true story. That is not the gentle dream we have. That is a different depth, and the person can't tell reality from otherwise. He says, Daksha, that is the third state. And the fourth state is not a temporary state where we watching. We have good eyesight now, but later on we may not have good eyesight. That's the physical one, the Vishwa. I sleep for a time, that is a temporary state. The deep dream, that will last too long. The Turiya, or the fourth state, is where the soul is constantly working. Let me just pretend the energy that is contained in your heart. You could be waking, you could be sleeping, you could be dreaming, but the energy in the heart continues to work from the day you start to the day you finish. Consider this form as a constant running, like a pump or a battery, constantly working, regardless whether you are outside talking to the neighbor, lying down taking a 12 o'clock kind of nap, not the deep nap, and then you do like me and you're dreaming, you're fighting Tarzan on the bed in the deep sleep. The different conditions you're in, that Turiya is there with you, powering. The heart is pumping the blood in every state you are in. Okay, I understand the 4 states of consciousness when people talk about consciousness. Okay, no problem. He says when the first atom separated and the word Om, the proper spelling of Om is A-U-M, Be careful. Have you ever heard somebody say, Om Shanti Om? You know any bhajan? You ever hear a singer say that? By accident, they just say it for it to flow in the words. Om, 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 O-M-A. That is wrong. The word is Om. Let me explain why. He says, when in the creation, the first separation of the atoms come apart, physical things start to form from it. That sound represents the consciousness coming into being. The four states are being formed from that very part. You are offering every time you say Om. You are telling Lord Vishnu, you are telling Lord Shiva, I am offering you. You see the eyes you give me, the first state, the first part of Om. I am offering you the energy. When you give me the ability to see. Uncle Vish, I know you sit down there, but without these glasses, I can't see you too good. But you see the little bit I have, Lord Vishnu, I offer that to you. Oh, first part. Second part, you see, when I could go and rest, and I feel after a stressful day, think what I'm telling you. If I get to just throw myself on that bed, I want to bathe self. Just that kind of moment, you know how you feel when you come out from the hot sun and you lego yourself on that bed. The place is hot and you just get to rock back on your couch right there, right there. You see that feeling, that peacefulness? My bed is my bed. I offer that. I've given you that, God. You see that? It I have nobody in this life. I married that woman so long. I come from a mother belly, but she will not understand when I work hard and I'm frustrated. Oh God, trust me, teenagers are stupid people. When you're fed up with them and you get a break just by yourself, if it is by yourself, and you catch your breath, I offer that. The second part of the Om. You're working with me. You're following me. It's an offering you're making. The last part, you see, when I get to sleep, let me just say the elder here, the person who lie down, sometimes I pray, God, you had to come in my dream and tell me if to take that job tomorrow. God, I see a lady, I see a fella, and I don't know, they ask me to marry, I don't know if to say yes or no. I don't know if to put down the bottle and fast or continue to drink. I have to make a choice, and choices are hard. Come in my sleep and show me what to do. And Maha Vishnu come in your sleep. Hanuman Baba come and say, I'm ready for you. Come. And that guidance comes. Some people is dream teeth falling out. Some people could tell you, if I dream dead tonight, book it 5 nights from now. Somebody going to die. And you have that connection. Understand it? Just as how it have Patra, just how it have a book telling you what this line mean. Durga said, I make my children Shiva. When you listen to Patra, 100 years Patra, who is talking? Durga says to Shiva in that book, I make children. You have to tell me what to do. My children are going and suffer. Help me, guide them. Okay, let it fast, and they'll see the trouble go. The whole thing with numerology, palmistry, dreamology, mother is the one who says, I will give them guidance. When they dream between 7 to 9 p.m., it will manifest in 5 years, a prediction of what coming. From 9 to 12, 3 years, from 1 to 3, in that pahar, it will come in a year, and between 3 and, let me say, day cleans 5, 6. That is going to happen now. Who giving you the dream? Who's showing you? In that deep dream state you're in, and you are connecting with your divine. I have an audience with my God now. God came to me. Right now in this moment, that Murti come to all of us. But when you are sleeping, it is you singular and your God. Look out, trouble coming. Teeth falling out. Watch out. People married in, death coming. Watch out. Look out. You wake up with that memory. The last part of the Om. I offer that. You see that connection, that guidance, that love, that protection, Durga. You just give me, and you just look out for me, and you just walk with me. When I say, Ma, I'm going and put the flowers in my car. Going. I don't have no control over the person driving next to me, but bless it in such a way, I must reach safe. You see that? You see that guidance? Slow down. That man looking like he's driving stupid. You see that little forbearance, that little head, something to tell you, don't do it. In other language, it is called that the chit. fancy word, sachit anand. The chit is, I go upstairs and I have a nice red kurta and something in my head saying, you're going to look fat in that. Very white one. You're going and cook okra. Here go like that, make bygone. You are in conversation with something, guiding your concept. If you take it on that different story. My mind is telling me not to go by she house, but I go on and look trouble come. Something is guiding you, somebody walking with you. Dear God, because of how you treat me, today I am giving it back to you. Ma. Oh, ma. So far you offer treating God here. And the reason why the fourth state is when you stop. Oh, finish the word. Not ma, M-A, no E. That silence is if everything in this life, in our example form, what we just see as seeing cream, what you just dream, what deep dream, Durga telling you this, that, and the other. The omnipresent is, imagine we seeing this life like a movie on a screen. The constant screen, depending on who you are and what you're seeing on that screen that is there allowing you to see in the different ways and times, that is the God. That is the omnipresent, always present. You are sleeping, you are waking, you are dreaming, but He, that God, is there. He says, this is how you create. Call on Om. Call on that energy. And I will work with you. From inside, come out. This morning, understand that that is contained in 12 verses of the Manduk Upanishad. It is first given by Lord Vishnu from his mouth to the ears of Daksha. He says, when the person is calling on Om, in some mantras you will hear Om. Think about what I am saying this morning. We just say Om, man. Boy, me, you know where I say Om for. We are told the 5-syllable mantra for Lord Shiva is Namah Shivaya. 5. Not Om. Om is targeted as Prana mantra, the first mantra, the first prayer, the first offering that I am giving to the Devata. He says, oh, Daksh, if you use this, you will be able to get it. Daksh still lie down like the stick on the ground. He accepts what Lord Vishnu says. He says, I give you a wife today. Ashini is going to be your wife. Lord Vishnu give him, and he says, from this lady's body, together, you will create life. You will have a life. In the second chapter of this discourse this morning, Daksha, as time is passing, make the first set of children. Here was saying, first set of children. 10,000 sons, big crowd. They have a title called the Harivash. Wonderful, very proud of his sons. And he gone and he tell his brother Narad, train them, teach them. Narad Muni says, brothers, sons, well, young brother now, they come like brothers. He says, sons, brothers, why are you wanting to go and become a householder? When you go and you get wife, when you go and get house and assets, it'll tie you up further. You'll be tied with this Maya. And he says, you have to only think about liberation. Don't tie yourself further in the trap. Become free. And he started to influence these fellas like that. Let's hear what happens in this verse. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. 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 Bhushatrayaham jiva sangyayate varanadhini jatam dvijaye ayatam yudaye kimyaha karma bhishayate ekavrishyayate bhagavanayatam jai jai radha ramana hari bol jai jai radha ramana hari bol jai jai radha ramana hari bol
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So we understand the different state. We understand Om. Uncle now. How you just call your father, brother? Chacha? Chachu? The father's brother is the equivalent to the father. But look at the influence. He says, how will you create? Are you able to create anything? If you go into this type of life, you will become lost under the eyes, under the wish of creating something. Instead, create your own path. Focus on yourself. Take your Vishwa, your Tejas, your Prajna, your states of matter, your states of consciousness, and put it to prayer. He said, imagine somebody who talking about your ability to see, to dream, all this, real good. And you go and put an attractive lady, a cute child, a wonderful dog, a step that need to paint, food that need to cook, and tell me which part in that whole sums you will find time to focus on God, the omnipresent God that is hiding behind all of those distractions. He started to explain to them what will happen, because the father wants all of them to accept a consort and start to propagate life. And Narad is saying, if you go into that householder life and you start to make karma, this life will only become about getting rid of karma. And in doing it, you will be in a tottling, come, go kind of situation. For this reason, focus on renouncing and take your energies and focus on the real truth, Mahavishnu. Well, these boys did that. And 1, 2, 3, they forget what the father instruction was, and they go on and merge into Mahavishnu, just as Kans, just as Ravan did. When the father, he heard this, he knows he has his instruction. We have to start to create different forms of life. How will I create when my sons are only praying for mukti? Now they are not doing any type of karmic activity. Now life is not going to sprout. He says, okay, let's try again. And he makes a second batch of children. Shabalas. These were 1,000 sons. But he trusted these children in the hands of Narad Muni. And Narad Muni did the same thing. He says, just as your brothers before you, you go and pray to Mahavishnu and ask that you become free. Mahavishnu has different forms. He is great. And what making children, making trouble, making hardship for yourself, not somebody else, yourself, what will that do for you? Go and pray to Mahavishnu and he will take away all your trouble. They did that too, listening to him. It makes sense. They're gone. When his investigations, now the father, Daksha, heard that Narad is the source of his sons abdicating their role, Sitaram, abdicating their job, giving up all that he is instructing them. This form of Daksha gets very angry at Mahavishnu. With Narad Muni, sorry. Let's hear what happens when brother go to face brother. Pahi, pahi. Pahi pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana Pahi 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 pahi. Come on everybody, very fast.
Pahi pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana
Lambodar he Gajanana
Lambodar he Gajanana
Lambodar he Gajanana
Lambodar he Gajanana
Lambodar Gaj Vicharana pahi, 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 Gajanana. Sanda chitta prati chinta prataye gataye nate nirgun prathimanarana karampal ye kal utpanaye pakshiyate pahi 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 Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana
Pahi 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 Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana
Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Vrindavan Bihari Lala ki jai. Prajapati Daksha, doing his investigation, is seeing strange behaviors from his children, pulling away from the path that this father has laid out for his boys. Time and time again, he is seeing his children being dragged in a different direction, counter to what he wishes for them. Overwhelmed with grief, and he sees what is going on. He realizes Narad is the source of the trouble. Goes to Narad and he explodes with rage. Oh, you wicked fellow, who is donning this garb of a holy man? You have come here to influence and affect the mind of other children, people's children. This is not your duty. You are encouraging these young children who do not know life, who do not know responsibility. They are making a decision to enter into a sannyasi type of lifespan without knowing anything about life. You are robbing them of the opportunity. Verse 37, you are depriving my sons in this world of the ability to do the karma that will repay the rishis, the devatas, the pitras, the things that give us gifts. You are robbing them of the opportunity. This type of selfish prayer, this type of prayer is not for this age. Young people give thanks when they are leaving their parents' home. They give thanks to Guru, the guides, the lights that come in their life. Narad, what are you doing? You are robbing them of the natural course of development. You are robbing them of the family life, the karma that comes with serving in a marriage, helping children, propagating dharma, doing good in different ways. Good is being done, but it is being done based on their actions. The soul gets to grow and learn good and bad. In this case, you have people like they are in a cult. My words now, not the book. You are grooming them to follow your words without thinking, like animals, like computers that follow instructions without competent or conscious thought, without development. You are forcing them to take an advanced stage, but they're not ready for it. The person is giving up. For example, let's just say I have a godson, and I tell the son, well, really, if you give your whole life to Lord Vishnu, very good. Think what I'm saying, very good, until the day he smell a young lady wonderful perfume, or see the pretty face, or hear somebody sing a bhajan that twists the mind. What is that? Who is that? And you start, just like what Daksha did, he saw the features of Lord Vishnu, and something distract your eyes. God make it is not bad, but now that is changing my perception. Who did that? That discourse is coming later on this week. But the son-in-law of Raja Dashrath was a person like that. This person, this discourse here is illustrated by Shringi Rishi. When Dashrath, according to Valmiki Ramayana and Anand Ramayana, has Shanta, a daughter, and he wants the Pandit. You know the part where Dashrath does put Shrishti Yagya to get Ram, Lakshman, so on, Sitaram. It is his son-in-law who comes to do the puja. Shringi Rishi is his name. Shringi is somebody his father did not want him to see the female form. He did not want him to hear music. He did not want to allow him the ears to become polluted by, let's say, the world distraction, the worldly life. Wanted him to focus only on doing prayers. But he's so potent and competent that the impossible thing could become possible because of his potency. So in the Katha, Loma Pad, a king and Raja Dashrath ploy to pull him out of the forest, get him to leave his ashram by sending different Gandharvas. The book describes shapely women with soft features singing and palancing to call. And when he heard, he never heard this, he never saw this creature. He went home and he tell his dad, Dad, I've saw something, but this creature was soft, wasn't hard and callous like me. I've never seen anything like this. Every day when the father leave to do his, let me say, prayers, forest life, the son secretly would steal away time to go and see where he saw what we call a woman. They used the female form to lure this person out the forest, and they make a deal with him. One day we'll do the discourse in detail. If you get married to Shanta, we will allow this marriage to happen. Big old Dashrath, a Kshatri, king, gold, all that. Married to a low, poor Brahman from the forest. The big sister of Ram is married to that guy so that that deal is made that when your father-in-law calls upon you, you will answer the call. Deal, no problem. The next thing you hear, I need you to do a puja for me. I have to pray for children. And Shringi Rishi comes to Ayodhya for the first time to do the prayer for his father-in-law. And so the kir from the Agni comes. He says, if the person is robbed of the experience of seeing the Maya, and the person does not make the cognitive decision to develop that bad is bad and good is good. If me and somebody was talking this morning, in parenting it have different style. For one parent, the child, let's say the moment the finger going into the deer, it look very attractive. They're going to burn. One parent will say, well, when you burn your finger, you're going to do it again. The other parent will say, oh God, don't burn your hand. Each have a point. But when you rob the person of the opportunity to learn, the other side of that is one day they're going to put back the finger until they learn. For many people, if they don't burn, they will never learn. Until they see trouble, they will never pray. Truthful. What are praying for? Are everything good? Are happy? If you rob these children and make these children and mold these children and pray for these children, and now because of your influence, look at what happened to my children. How could you give these young heads this type of initiation, this type of encouragement? What type of corrupter are you? That you would not encourage cognitive thinking, correct thinking. You want to bring advanced thinking. So imagine somebody wants to pollute your life and gives you the initiative. Well, stop eating. Fasting is good. Don't eat none, starve and dead. It's good. You want to give charity? Good. Give everything you have. Take it to the extreme and give away everything. In doing the good, you could take advantage as well. We have to know balance. The Father is saying, because of this, today, my brother, you have let me down. And for that reason, you, today, I put a shrap that you will be the perpetual, at the end of chapter 5, Skanda 6. You will become the perpetual wanderer. You will never stay in one place. You talk about never holding attachments, you will never hold attachments. You will always be, as you go one place, you have to go somewhere else. You're always on the move, going, coming, going. In Skanda Puran, he says, further, you will become the tale carrier, the news carrier. You will become so that people will only hear bad news. They will only hear horrible news. This is why Narad Muni becomes so intricate. When different bad things are happening, when he goes to influence Kans, when he goes to influence Ravan, when he goes to influence this person, that person, he brings the bad news, propagating the work of Lord Vishnu in a different way. For this reason, go from here. Go and become a true sadhu. Do not hold to anything. Do not latch on to anything. This is why when somebody says sadhu, sadhu is better than the pandit, better than the purohit. He does not hold on to anything. He is not praying like that. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. He made sure that Narad Muni left. And this is where now, with prayer, with the blessing of Lord Vishnu, he goes to do one try again with children. But this time, Ashini says, I want to have daughters. I don't want sons. Let me bring girl children, and with their ways, they will propagate life. The daughters, 60 daughters, we know some of them. One popular example is called Sati. Sati gets married to Lord Shiva. Some of them get married to Kashyap Muni. Just to run through a couple. Because in this 6th chapter, he describes the 60 girls and how they got married and where they went and the things that they established. Because life came now from them. For example, when Kashyap Muni gets married to a couple of the girls, Aditi becomes the mother. From her belly come all the devatas. Diti brings something called Daitya. Now, in your discourse, as we will progress, you will hear two words that Vedas interplay and say demon. Daitya and Danav. Understand what the difference is today. This is just two of the daughters of Daksha. Diti made the Daityas, the children of Diti, Daitya. Those people tend to be like kings that use brute force to rule everybody. So, for example, let me say Hiranyakashipu, that is Prahalad's father, he went and fight Mahisasur, he went and fight, cuff, kill, chop, stab. That is a Daitya. But a Danav may not be the person in charge. He may be a worker. So in Ramayana, you'll come across a character, we'll deal with it in the Bhagavad, called Nemi. Somebody who uses black magic, darkness, potna. The person who looks a particular way because of their prayer, because of their potency, their power, to transform themselves to look attractive, but they have bad intentions. So I come in to bite you, but I am looking like I have horrible teeth. You wouldn't see the bite. Danav. So when you hear people say Daitya and Danav, for example, this is how the creation is coming. Where it come from? From the lineage of Brahma. And this is just the bad. We are talking about the tree. Garud had Kashyap has a next lady. She make all the snake in the katha. How Lord Shiva end up with that snake wrong in neck? How Lord Vishnu end up with Sheshnag Ganesh Utsav coming? How Sheshnag end up as the couch for Lord Vishnu? That snake is created from same Kashyap Muni. Kadru and Vanita. Vanita went to make Garud. And you know when you're watching your Surya Murti, watch in front. The first differently abled is the brother of Garud. This is what is in this last chapter here. The different sister and the children. And I've just given you one or two. Kadru was the one who make all the snake. And Vanita was the one who make 2 eggs. Garud and Aruna. When the mother see, well, she's sister making snake by the 1,000. Anyway, a ton, snake. She 2 eggs to hatch. Long story short. And she went and cracked one of the egg, the first egg, the old egg. And when she watched in, 2 eye, what she saw? Aruna. Who is Aruna? The one who driving Suryanarayan chariot. You have it in the picture home with the 7 horse, the little, but if you watch it, you don't see foot. Because she break the egg prematurely, he didn't finish form. So Aruna is really without legs. He is considered this, when they see form, Kashyap bless him, that the sun cannot burn you. The sun cannot penetrate you. And that is how we get that job. Me and you in today's world talk a lot about ozone barrier. When in previous time in the creation, the sun was scorching the earth. When they put Aruna in front of Surya, they say, wherever you carry him, may your back take the rays of the sun, but don't ever let it pass you. Timber it down, cut it down so that it don't kill life. It just make life, and Surya is going to burn and eradicate life. Aruna stand up there like the ozone layer, like a shield, and screen, let some pass, photosynthesis happen, but block the majority of this ray. That is the brother of Garud, very powerful person. Garud comes from the same Kashyap Muni. This is why when Ram is tied with snakes in Ramayana, the whole doubt how to ask Garud to come and free Ram. He asks the whole question when he goes by Kakbhushun. He says, how come if there is Mahavishnu lying down on a snake, or you gonna ask me a bird to come and free the Lord from a snake? I doubt it. How could that be the same Vishnu? And that whole section with Kakbhushun and talking to Garud because of what? Snakes. These were the daughters, just some, of Daksha. Daksha, through his daughters now, created different forms of life, four-legged, three-legged, etc. Because of that accounting of how life comes from one source, truthfully, Om, we worship as Hindus till today the trees, the plants, the elements, the earth, the people, the woman. We cannot be foolish. There is some people that think God is a man. But then in reality, in nature, you need a female and a male to create. If you only accept God as a man and you shun the entire gender of female, tell me how you're going to do one pollination. How you're going to bring from a flower to a fruit. It is unnatural. For that reason, we engage the female as an equal and opposite force necessary for that copulation to happen, for natural life to propagate. That is part of the cycle of life created by God. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Put your hand together. Let's just do the Ashirvad part of saying this prayer this morning. Dear Lord, as we've come to the end of this first session of our Bhagavad, as time really run away already, the person who chants the prayer of Daksha when they are in darkness, when they are lost, when they are confused, when they are lazy, when they become their own enemy, just as how rebirth, goodness, good days, good times can come again, as illustrated by Daksha and his continuous battles in family life, through his prayer, through the manifestation of Om and Omkar, so too, may you hear the prayer of all your children this morning. May you hear the prayer of those that chanted that Hamsa Guya passage. When we listened to the Manduk Upanishad this morning, 12 verses about Om and our different states. As I am learning, nobody ever remember this, As I am learning about my differences and the snake that is sleeping in my hip, because the temperature in my spirit is very cold when it comes to my spirituality, and the heat and the fever that I have for God. Dear Lord, bless me to rise up. Bless me to do better, slowly and surely. Allow me to awaken the inner spirit, knowledge, vibrance, activity to change my destiny, my life. Om, say your prayers, I'm saying mine. Atasya shruyantam vasho yata adi nipada atmane yatra narayano deva vyasano vishwadurandara. Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. Everybody, because of the little extra prayer this morning, as you know, those of you that were here or looking online, we had a little delay this morning in starting, and I apologize for that. Don't worry, we'll buck up. At this point, Havan is finished. Let's all get ready to do our closing arati for this session, as we're going to get set to do puja again, to go into our second session. Everybody please stand, put your hands together. Those of you at home, Again, let's sing our arti as we bring an end to this first session. My advice is close your eyes and say your prayers to God. Ask Him for the help, the guidance. I have my job, I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm an employer, I'm an employee, and things happen in the different phase of your life, and I sometimes don't know which way to turn. God, just as you did for this father this morning, help me and guide me through the bad times, the hard times. Let's join together as we do our little arati. Sajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham trailokya timidapaham. जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। ये अमर ग्रंथ, ये मुक्ति पंथ, ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
ये अमर ग्रंथ, ये मुक्ति पंथ, ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही,
हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही,
जग की मंगल के आरती। Everybody.
पापियों को पाप से
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी,
है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी।
ये मधुसूदन की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये मधुर बोल जग पंड खोल, सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला। Everybody, let's sing together. For those of you at home, sing with me.
सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही,
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही,
प्रभु की महिमा की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय भागवत
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo. Everybody.
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
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 Govinda bolo Hari
Everybody, come on.
Gopal bolo.
Govinda bolo Gopal bolo.
Govinda bolo Gopal bolo.
Govinda bolo Gopal bolo.
Govinda bolo Gopal bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari.
Shri Krishna Hari Murari.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
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 Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo. Govinda bolo Gopal bolo. In this first section, this first session, dear God, everybody have goodness and everybody have gifts. But dear Lord, I today, as I'm trying to learn why we just put three hands together, why we just offer in home, why would I offer my eyesight, my hearing, things I really take for granted, the necessary sleep that I need. I didn't know, but now I know. Christians really say that when you listen to Bhagwat, Bhagwat burns away the bad, and the darkness is the bad, the darkness that live inside of me, every nook and cranny of my hypocritical mind. Dear God, bring the light. Be the light that show me the path to be a better person, better devotee. Thank you this morning for all those that are viewing, for all those that are here. As we get set for our second session, time is already against me. Let's close this first one now as we make our way into the second session. Together, everybody. Tvameva Mata
Chabita Tvamiva.
Tvameva Bandhuscha
Tvamiva.
Tvameva Vidya
Dravinam Tvamiva.
Tvameva Sarvam
Mama Deva Deva.
Tvameva Sarvam
Mama Deva Deva.
Shanti, everybody.
Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.
Prem Svalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki, Pavana Putra Numana ki, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki, Vindravan Bihari Lal ki, Jai. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai. Jai Jai Sitaram.